If she is doing what she needs to do for herself and she's got it together, I'm going to love that. I'm going to appreciate that. And I could build with that. And I'm still going to take care of her. I'm not going to, I don't look forward to asking her for shit. I don't need nothing because I'm doing what needs to be done. And if she's doing that, I'm going to respect her even greatly. And now we're building. Now we're taking things to the next level. I don't need you to do anything except what you love doing. Be you. Do not change who you are. If you like to clean, clean because you're a clean person. I'm not asking you to clean because I get maids to do my goddamn cleaning. You know, no, it's just what it is because, and I'm gonna help you. What is it you like to do? I know so many people that I could connect with and say, oh, you like to do that? Let me connect you to A and B in order so you can propel yourself to be something greater. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need, if a woman is, and listen, I'm all right with, I don't do 50-50. I don't need a half a chick. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. You know, I don't want to meet you halfway. I need you full way. I need you to be 100 and I'm 100. Because then when you are slacking a little, let's say you go down to 80, I don't have a problem putting the extra 20%. It's fine. I could do that. But 50-50, that means we're already lost. Because now we got to get to 100 and you're 50. I'm not doing that. So I like your train of thought. Don't let them corrupt you, girl. All right? I'm just leaving.
It'd be like that.
For some wild reason, I hear a lot of like, you know, I go on dates and then in the conversation, it's like, you know, I'm taking this time to get to know myself. And I'm like, how long does it take for you to get to know yourself? I need to improve. and I'm thinking, I'm like, well, whether we're in a relationship or not, you're meant to always be improving and do what needs to be done. It never stops. The improving just because we're together. Ends. And this is where relationships go left field because people feel like they get stagnated and they don't want to improve anymore because they're like, oh, now I got what I wanted. Well, no, I need you to continue improving. I'm going to stay improving so there's no lacking because then we're not going to the 50-50 like I said. So my single comes from people, they're going through a lot. Nowadays, people just doing too much and I know what I'm doing. I know what I need in my life. So it's like, are you coming to the table with being honest of who you are? I don't want the fake person that in time you hear attempting to change me. Because people fall in love initially for who they are. Oh, I like you, you're fun, you go out, you dance, you might drink a little, we go home, you spicy, and all of a sudden down the line, he's like, listen, you drink too much.
Yeah.
And I don't like that outfit you're wearing.
Yeah.
And you're late. You're meant to be here at this time. I don't do none of that shit. I exercise free will. You do what you want. There's a line. Once you could dance before the line, you can tap dance on the fucking line. But once you cross that line, I gotta reevaluate shit and say, this might be the chick I need to fuck with because you're crossing the line and I don't like that shit. This is just what it is.
What there's boundaries. I think that proves wifey and fuckable, respecting boundaries. Like if we just fucking, I do what I want. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm wifey, I'm respecting your boundaries. He may not like texting. He may not be a phone conversation person. He may be a person like, I like going on dates at nighttime. I'm more of a brunch and lunch person. When you're trying to be wifey or you're finding hubby, they accommodate those things for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a certain list to finding a hubby.
I think that term too, when you think about that term, that is like a long life term. Like it's to wifey, hubby, like that's in it for the long run. So when you're thinking about that, I feel like sometimes we as people, we're not looking at it in the long run. We're looking at it in the short term and then like, yeah, we'll get there eventually. But it's even more deeper as to the person getting along with your family. Like that, I've had so many issues with that before. And that's one of the reasons why sometimes things don't last because whoever you're with, you want them to be able to get along with your loved ones and vice versa.
Like, so, but if it's not,
yeah, for me, I don't got time for that shit. So if your motherfucker don't like me, I'm not dating them.
But
okay, I don't give a fuck.
You
know what I'm saying? I'm not dating them. I don't care.
It's not as simple as they don't get along, so fuck it, they don't get along.
Yeah,
it's being respecting of their family, their friends. Like if you know that
I have daughters, so that too.
Exactly, like, being respected of their children. Yeah, of their children.
But if I know that your grandmother and your auntie do not care for me, what I'm gonna do is be respectful, right? Respectful meaning I just won't come to the party where I have to be in their presence to be disrespected. Nobody wants to be anywhere.
But nobody likes that position. Like your partner's position, they're gonna hate that because I've been there. That's a horrible position. This is
the reality of it, right? This is the reality of it. As my partner, as my hubby, as your wifey, right? If every time I bring my man to a barbecue or whatever, my Uncle Joe is acting crazy, got something to just say, I'm dating a white man. And every time I bring him to my function, my Uncle Joe is just always got some racist remarks, disrespectful to him, and all that shit.
Oh, I'm gonna be snapping on Joe.
My man does not have to like him. He will be respectful in his presence.
What if it's vice versa?
But if Uncle Joe continuously gets out of line and my man gotta show him this is not the... I'm gonna stand back out of that.
What if it's vice versa?
No,
what
I
if it's
think
your
that's
man?
your job
What if it's
to
your man
check
having
Uncle
an issue with your
Joe.
uncle?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's my man. I'm bringing my man.
No, what if your uncle's not doing nothing and it's your partner that's like, oh, I don't really like your family and always talking about your family and having issues with your family. How do you handle that?
In that occasion, at the end of the day, right? I'm dating my man for the reasons I'm dating my man, right? And this technicality of you don't like my uncle, I don't live with my uncle every day. I don't see him every day. He's not gonna give me a baby. He's not gonna help me build a foundation. He's not gonna comfort and console me every night. So at the end of the day, it's a harsh reality. I'm not saying I'm gonna be distant, but just when I see Uncle Joe now, my man won't be there.
Well, I'll tell you
That's
one
it.
thing. My ex-girlfriend was like that. She was my ex-girlfriend.
forever?
But real quick,
Do
my
that forever,
ex-girlfriend was
promise.
like that. She was one of the things that I truly appreciate about her is that she didn't let nobody disrespect me. If even her close friends said some slick shit, she was like, "Oh, we're not doing that. We're not talking to my man like that."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care what he did. And then when we're alone, she'll tell me, "Motherfucker,
Right.
you was bugging."
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
And I'm not letting my friends play you because I gotta wake up to you every day and deal with you. We're not doing that. And
You better, one thing about women, you better realize what you gotta go home to in your household. Protect your household first because everybody else is disposable when you get into a serious relationship. Everybody else is disposable at that point. Sisters, brothers, everybody, because this is your new family. That's the reality. When you marry somebody, when you get into a relationship, and I mean, I'm talking about serious. And nobody wants to replace their mama, but if mommy can't get it together too, this is my new family. And sometimes what happens is you allow your family to disturb your peace. And if this person didn't have such an impact and opinion on your relationship, you and your man would not be even arguing.
Well, what I was gonna say, sorry. What I was gonna say was defend your man at all costs before family, because you could check him when y'all get home. Like, yeah, you was wrong for saying that. You should never did that. You kind of stirred up
Your
that
family know
little
better.
drama, but the way auntie reacted, that was a little bit much. Yeah, so that sets the tone of how they should be, treating him. You know what I'm saying? But if it's your man that's not respecting your family, that just takes off the check on the, hubby list.
That's what
But you know how you can avoid a whole lot of this is being completed with yourself before you even meet somebody else. What I hear in these conversations, as I just sat, that's why I didn't say nothing, everybody's talking about who the other person is going to come in to complete them, right? I've been married. I always had relationships. I'm married now. I've been with my wife for 10 years. We was already who we was before we met each other. That's how it was simple for us to say, like, yo, I could fuck with you. I could fuck with you too. She had her money. She had her lounges. She had her career.
No, but what about if her family don't like you? Like,
but
how does that
we're
affect
talking about
your...
what makes people wifeable and not wifeable.
Right, and we said your family.
And somehow it got off onto the family. But I'm saying, once you're complete, my family knows not to fuck with me and my wife. They know better. And my wife family know not to fuck with. You can't say nothing about me. It's not even gonna get there because once I met her, I already had a standard of who I was already. All right, your family and how you move is not gonna change my standard. My standard is always gonna be here and it's never gonna go down whether you like it or not. So if you can't control your family and y'all can't deal with this, then we got bigger problems. You're not complete, you're not fully grown yet because they already should know their boundaries when you got a relationship when they coming in.
And honor your growth.
And honor your growth. We're not going back and forth. My father, my uncles, my cousin said one thing to my wife, and this was my closest cousin. And I told her, like, we already know we don't get down like that. And I'm not even gonna talk to you about it. I'm gonna talk to my wife about it. And let's see what happens from there. And if I decide from that point, then maybe I might not talk to you again because our world is fucking complete already. I didn't need her to complete me. She didn't need me to complete her. We came together in love.
That's why I said 100-100. Nobody wants 50-50.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's why I say it don't matter about the family. It's either we gonna get it right or we not.
I mean, that makes sense. I'm just saying
you
nobody
won't
likes
be
to deal with
invited to
that,
the
though.
wedding, okay? You won't be invited because at the end of the day, me and him are going before God, not me, him, and everybody and the 10 sisters, cousins, and all that. No, it's me and him.
I think
So
I assess a lot of the qualities that, we hold the wifey material. I know how to carry myself. Like, I know how to carry my way through life. I don't need nobody to take care of me. I don't need anyone. Definitely want someone, but don't need. I'm physically attractive, I do have a great personality. Like,
How long you been taking now?
Only a couple of months, but we've been dating for over a year. Though, does that count?
So did you become wifey material now because of those dating? You showed something that person, or did you see something that you was like, I want to be wifed up? Like,
wifed up or not, I'm always wifey material. I feel personally I'm more wifeable than I am fuckable. Even if
it's crazy, I think you're fuckable too.
No, I'm definitely fuckable, but I think that I'm wifeable more. Even if that's what I wanted, even if being fucked was all I wanted, I think that people see me and they'll be like, okay, well, she's wife. So, if I'm gonna talk to her, if I'm gonna, want to do anything with her, it's to wife her.
Why would they think you wife though?
Just because I assess all the qualities, not all the qualities, but I feel like I assess a lot of the qualities to, that makes you a wife.
Do you think you're different from the women that's out here right now, and that's one of your qualities?
Well, not everyone's the same. I don't think that I'm completely different from anyone. I might be different from Naisha in some ways. Naisha's a mother. She takes care of children, and that's probably what someone would look at her and say, well, she's wifey because, she's a great mom. Obviously she can take care of herself. She can take care of her kids. I mean, I'm different. I don't have kids, but I'm still very responsible with money. I'm still responsible with taking care of myself. I'm a very attractive woman. I have a great personality. I do very well with talking to people, being with other people, being in a relationship with someone. I'm very unit oriented. I see people for who they are. I don't try to change people.
She's very.
Yeah, no, because these are all of these things that I know about me.